Nepal, known as one of the poorest countries in the world, has long been plagued by the widespread issue of human trafficking. This grim reality encompasses both prostitution and forced labour, making Nepal a significant source country for human trafficking over many decades. Currently, Nepal is grappling with a new form of transnational human trafficking, which ensnares individuals from impoverished backgrounds in a relentless cycle fueled by the promises of quick financial gains. This distressing pattern takes shape through the sale of organs, particularly kidneys. To many Nepalese, the prospect of selling a kidney is a potentially life-changing opportunity, only to tragically transform into a heart-wrenching exploitation of their vulnerability. Many people sacrifice their good health in exchange for a lump sum of money. "I don't have enough money. I might have to sell my kidney," is a phrase that some people in Thailand often say jokingly when they want to buy something expensive but lack the funds. Many people consider it merely a jest and believe it would never actually happen. This is, however, the harsh reality in Nepal. The grip of poverty has compelled numerous Nepalese to sell their kidneys for an amount that they hope will transform their lives. An amount of money for which they could toil throughout the year, but which may still remain out of reach. Many individuals use the proceeds from selling their kidneys to purchase land and build a house, paving the way for a more prosperous life. We travelled to meet a man in a village near Kathmandu. He's another Nepalese left with only one kidney. While some may see acquiring land for cultivation as a means to a better life, for him it was a ticket to marriage. He sold his kidney to gather funds and start a family with the woman he loves. Today, at the age of 53, Tulo earns a living by forging steel and selling knives.
मैले दुःखको लागि पनि हैन अब भनौं घर परिवार त्यतिखेर थिएन म आवारा भयो हैन अब भनौं आफ्नो भन्ने कोही पनि थिएनन् हैन अनि त्यहाँबाट मैले यो व्यवहार गरेर मैले आफ्नो दुःख गरेर बसे पनि मलाई पीडा छैन बहिनी छैन म सबै देखाइछु मेरो बहिनीलाई म देखाइछु माथि गरेर सबै देखाइछु तर पीडा छैन भाउजू रहेछ हैन तपाई दिदी भन्नुहुन्छ हैन दिदी र चाहिँ दिदीलाई बिहे गरिसकेपछि हाम्रो जिन्दगी नै अर्को भयो के नौलो संसार.
Kidney trade networks operate as interconnected systems. They begin by sourcing kidneys for buyers, collecting and delivering them from sellers, and facilitating the entire process through to completion. On that particular day, someone convinced Tulo to come to the village for a sum of 70,000 Nepalese rupees, or approximately $530. Driven by poverty and a lack of awareness, Tulo made the decision to go.
म उनीहरूले मलाई बौद्ध लिएर गए हैन म त्यो काममा जान्छु भने गयो मैले मासु खाएँ बियर खाएँ खाना खाएर म आएको अनि म ठेका सिनेमा आएपछि ट्याक्सी लिएर आए 4 जना मान्छे के मबाट हैन म बाँचेर आएँ अनि बाँचेर आएपछि मैले अहिले भाउ छ नि तपाईको भाइको मम्मी त्यसलाई मैले बिहे गरेँ.
He was taken to Chennai, a city in southern India where the organ trade is prevalent. He reminisces about the day when he had no idea which hospital he was being taken to.
कहाँ लगे कहाँ भने थाहा छैन बेलुका लिएर गए बेलुका लगेपछि सुटिङ गर्दिहाल्यो सुटिङ गरेपछि त म त बेहोस भएँ मुत्न पनि जान सकेन टोइलेट जान.
The open border between India and Nepal allows Indians and Nepalese to travel between the two countries without the need for a visa. This gap has created opportunities for human trafficking networks, which sustain themselves by finding impoverished individuals willing to sell their kidneys in India, a country with an annual demand for approximately 200,000 kidneys.
many more kidney patients from all over the world came to the Indian city. And you know, Nepal and India have a treaty, 1950 treaties, which allow to, without passport, they can go in India or Nepal. So the brokers and criminals, you know, develop a layer of criminals to you know, traffic for the organ trafficking.
But in India, there is a authorization committee in every city. So the authorization committee, depending upon, can give permission to carry out transplantation non-related to. Nobody should sell kidneys. So they try to find out that. But authorization committee can give permission to the hospital to carry out transplantation even if the person is unrelated. But these days, these numbers has gone down.
In the case of Tulo, the human trafficking network forged documents to make him appear to be the son of the organ recipient.
हस्पिटल नाम त थाहा छैन अब अहिले त नम्बर छ नि होइन फोन छ सबै छ अनि त्यतिखेर मैले कस्तो पनि ठुलबाई भनेर मैले लेखेको थिएँ कि मेरो नाम के
The kidney sellers in Nepal are often impoverished individuals or marginalized members of society. The desperation for money makes them vulnerable to exploitation, but the amount offered to them does not significantly alter their lives. Tulo resides in a small house with his wife and son, yet what accompanies them is the stigma imposed by society. There is a prominent scar, approximately 15 centimeters long, hidden beneath his clothing. It's a secret that Tulo guards and doesn't disclose to anyone, fearing judgment. Even with us, it took considerable time for him to feel comfortable enough to share his story.
होइन छोरालाई थाहा भए पनि मेरो बुवा यस्तो भनेर उसले मेरो बुवा भनेर मलाई कमजोरी उसले मलाई उ गरेछ नि के
भनेपछि छोरालाई थाहा छ
सबैलाई थाहा छ मलाई घरको परिवारलाई तर यो गाउँलेलाई कसैले थाहा छैन बहिनी
His posture when forging steel shows that he is fortunate enough to have returned in a strong physical condition. He has enough strength to support himself and take care of his family. Not everyone is this fortunate, though. Kidney smuggling networks often prey on the impoverished residents living not far from Kathmandu, because it's convenient for them to transport the sellers from their villages to Kathmandu before proceeding to cities like Chennai or New Delhi in India. The specific region is the Kavre district, a mountainous community not far from Kathmandu, which is heavily populated by the poverty-stricken. It's become a dark market where approximately 150 people sell their kidneys each year. The second individual who sold a kidney we encountered was Niroj, a 27-year-old man. His physical condition differed from the first victim of human trafficking we encountered. He had to undergo catheterization due to a bladder problem. Additionally, both of his legs are paralyzed as a result of abnormally high blood pressure. The doctors didn't explicitly explain to him that these conditions were a direct consequence of having only one kidney left. His health has gradually deteriorated after he made the fateful decision to sell his kidney 6 years ago. Kidneys, in addition to their role in waste excretion, also contribute to the production of substances which regulate blood pressure.
समस्या जस्तो भन्दा पनि अब पहिला नर्मली मान्छेको अब एकचोटि पिसाब फेर्दाखेरि भनौँ न लगभग अब 150 देखि लिएर 200-300 ml सम्म पुरा भारी लागेला 4-5 घण्टाको अन्तरमा फेर्न पर्दा त्यसरी आउँथ्यो नि अब हामीले त अहिले 50 ml 100 ml भन्दा आउँदैन के अनि त्यस्तोको प्रब्लमले अनि अब स्पेसिटी बढेर भित्रभित्र कडापन एफसिएफ बढेर खुट्टामा ऊ भयो भने नि प्रेस परेर यस्तो खोक्यो भने नि पिसाब क्लाइम्ब गर्न सकिन्न के अनि त्यसले गर्दा जान्छ.
Medical professionals confirm that a single functioning kidney can adequately perform its role. Individuals with only one kidney can lead normal lives and engage in regular activities. Moreover, modern technology has made surgical procedures safe. But the lack of knowledge and understanding, as well as self-care following kidney donation to reduce potential risks, can pose challenges for individuals with the solitary kidney.
Why somebody sells kidneys? If you go to the root cause, somebody is alcoholic, somebody wants money, quick money. So do you think that that person's healthy lifestyle is good? They do not understand what is the value of the health, and they take great risk donating. When they donate and they are in the environment where the risk factor is very high, the chances of developing kidney problem is very, very high.
Niroj is among the numerous victims ensnared in money scams. What makes his situation even more tragic is his lack of knowledge that led him to pursue his dreams and make money by taking drastic shortcuts. On that day, he made the decision to sell his kidney in order to get money to produce a music video. His dream is to become a singer.
त्यो बनाउन त क्यास अलरेडी भएको भए त लगभग भनौँ न अब त्यो 70 सालभित्रमा त अब बनिसक्थ्यो 67-68 भित्रमा नि अब लगभग अब क्यास पनि अरूले खाइदिने दलालको हातमा जाने गरेर क्यास पनि पाएन अनि फुल पैसा नभएपछि बिचमा त्यतिकै हो भयो.
Apart from not receiving the promised amount, what he got in return was an unhealthy body. One activity that can relieve the boredom is to use a catapult to feed the chickens. A human trafficking network often fails to pay the sellers the full agreed amount. Furthermore, they deceive them into making decisions by providing incomplete or false information, such as misleading them that only small organs will be removed or that kidneys can regrow later. These are not donors or sellers, but victims of an international human trafficking network.
अब उसले भन्यो यस्तै अब किडनीकै काम भन्यो त्यसले त्यस्तो सबैले गरे हुन्छ केही पनि हुँदैन अझ कसैले त पलाएर पनि आउँछ भन्दिने त्यस्तो केही पनि हुँदैन हेर काम गर्न पनि सकिहालिन्छ यस्तो केही नै हुँदैन हामी अरूलाई त केही भएको छैन यस्तो भन्दिने अनि त्यस्तोबाट.
Sometimes we have found that wrong information being given. You donate kidney, the kidney will grow. But these people do not come to us. We are here, but these people, they do not ask us. So we have to go to the community, tell these people that keep your valuable kidney with yourself.
The young boy who once chased his dreams made a bad decision that pushed his dreams further away. His parents worked in a factory and had hoped for a better future for their son. Now they have to work even harder to take care of their son, who fell into the inhumane human trafficking circuit. Even though his body isn't the same anymore, his love for music has never changed. He still sings and has found happiness in music, regardless of his physical condition and limited financial resources.
मेरो मन आज लैजा मेरो मन आज यो भिड भन्दा धेरै पर आधी आधी जिउनु छ
When a human being passes away, organs such as the heart, liver, kidneys and lungs can be donated to patients in need if the deceased has given their consent. Paired organs like kidneys, where the body can still function with just one, become the most commonly donated organs, even when the person is still alive. Statistics show that kidney disease is increasingly prevalent worldwide, driving the demand for donor organs. When the supply of organs donated after death is insufficient, the need to harvest kidneys from the living increases. This has led to the emergence of organ trafficking. In densely populated Kathmandu, there's a large kidney treatment centre which sees 200 to 300 dialysis patients every day. The long waiting list indicates that a significant number of Nepalese people are suffering kidney-related diseases, similar to other countries.
That part seems to be related to the worsening lifestyle. People are eating more, doing less exercise, and taking more painkillers and higher antibiotics because it is not restricted. Anybody can go to the medical shop and ask for the painkiller for the higher antibiotics. And on top of it, they do not drink adequate liquid.
The majority of patients here come from low-income backgrounds. They lack the financial means to undergo organ transplantation, so they have to resort to dialysis 2 or 3 times a week, with each session lasting about 4 hours. Some of the expenses are covered by the government.
छैन मसँग सर्वप्रथम छैन मेरो चाहिँ अब के अरे मेरो आर्थिक पनि कमजोरी रहेछ मैले त्यो प्रतिफलनको लागि त मेरो सवाल नै छैन.
Here, there are people who cannot afford to undergo an organ transplant. But on the other hand, there are individuals who are willing to pay to buy kidneys illegally. The persistent demand for kidneys has led to the growth of human organ trafficking networks. One occupation that arises from this is that of an agent. A 49-year-old man who doesn't wish to disclose his name is a former kidney agent. He's been out of prison for 3 years after serving a 3-year sentence. The poverty of kidney sellers has led many agents to persuade them to become agents themselves, creating an endless cycle of human trafficking.
म अब पैसा नभएर हैन मेरो जग्गा जमिन पनि छैन अनि जग्गा जमिन त पहिले दाइहरुले बेचेर खाइदिए म इन्डियामा थिए अनि पैसा नभएको कारण म आफै बेच्न गएको पहिला मेरो नमिलेर चाहिँ अनि फेरि म फर्केर आएर अनि थाहा भएको मेरो नमिलेपछि अनि गाउँमा गएर मेरो मिलेन तिमीहरु जान्ने जाओ भने त्यो अफिस लगेर देखाइदिएँ.
Research conducted by a human rights organization in Nepal indicates that kidneys from Nepal are being sold in India at approximately 150,000 Nepalese rupees, or around $1,100. Agents also earn a percentage by referring individuals to the trafficking network.
मैले मान्छे सिरो अफिसमा लगेर मान्छे भेटाइदिने हो हैन मान्छे भेटाइदिए बाद मलाई उनीहरुले काम गरेर आएपछि 5000 रुपैयाँ दिन्थे त्यति.
If you want to see more great content from all over the world, please like the video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.
The laws in Nepal clearly state that the buying and selling of organs are considered heinous criminal acts and are classified as human trafficking. The enforcement of these laws, however, remains limited compared to other forms of human trafficking due to a lack of legal knowledge among relevant agencies and insufficient evidence.
The confusion among the law enforcement agency is trying to address organ trafficking issues in Nepal. You know, only 7 cases are registered in police and also in court, and also there are no any initiation by the government. How they came to law enforcement agency and accused perpetrator.
The buying and selling of organs in Nepal is illegal and punishable for both buyers and sellers. This makes some human trafficking victims reluctant to report to the police when they're deceived. While some Nepalese who decided to travel to sell their kidneys may do so willingly, they can still be misled by distorted information. Poverty, lack of opportunities, and the lack of knowledge among these individuals create a void which opportunistic people exploit for their own benefit. In addition to stringent law enforcement, knowledge and understanding play a crucial role in helping them grasp the importance of their kidneys and in deterring them from participating in such a cycle again.
अरूलाई मैले मैले आफूले गरेँ भने अरूलाई दुःख नदिने मलाई कठा त मलाई छ नि बहिनी छैन त मेरो ज्यान कठा मलाई छ नि तपाईँलाई अलिकति ठेल लाग्यो भने तपाईँलाई दुख्दैन होइन नानीलाई ठेल लाग्छ नि दुख्दैन मलाई कठा भयो मैले यो 2 नम्बर धन्दा मैले गरिनँ बहिनी हेर्नु मैले कसैलाई लगाएर फसाएर कसैलाई यस्तो गरौँ भनेर मैले अहिलेसम्म भनेको छैन बहिनी
त्यस्तो त लाग्छ नि अब होइन अब मैले त्यत्रो रिस्क लिएँ म आफू मरेर अब भनौँ न अरूलाई बचाइदिएँ होइन अब त्यसमा त खासमा अब त्यो बेला त्यस्तै अब उसले गर्दाखेरि त्यस्तै भयो खासमा अब कमाउनले नि मेरै अब लाइफले नि नर्मली मैले त्यस्तो नगरिकन
Saving lives is undoubtedly a good thing, if done within the boundaries of the law and with human decency. Depriving people of opportunities due to their poverty and lack of choices in life is, however, simply inhumane. The poor becoming victims of the wealthy, who desire to continue their own lives, is another form of degradation, not unlike modern slavery. The transformation of bodies and lives into mere currency is a harsh reality in Nepal, but no amount of money can compensate for what they have to sacrifice.